This is going to be a very interesting video. I don't have much time to make this like intro, but just gonna do a quick like what I've got with me. Brief. Got about a kilogram, probably not a kilogram, probably half a kilogram, like a pound of gummies. I've got my two 500 milliliter filtered bottles, or one filtered bottle, one unfiltered. Just because I realized you need an unfiltered lid to be able to have electrolytes. So I've also got two things of salt tabs, two large baguette sandwiches, which I'm gonna need to put one of those away pretty quickly because they're quite large and they take up a lot of space here, and they look really good. In the back, I've got a set of steel-toed crampons and an ice axe. Then I've got a thick puff coat, which is because I read the weather, because I am being responsible. This is gonna be an interesting one because it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be hard because it's so high up at the top, and because I have never done anything like this, because this is in Switzerland and I've never really attempted a mountain like this in Switzerland. But anyway, there's gonna be a lot of time to talk, so I'm gonna just go ahead. The lift closes in 30 minutes, so I gotta get on that. All right, so, oh, yikes. All right, so I'm at the first plateau in the topography map, and where I was, I might be on the uphill again, but that marks, I don't know, maybe a third of the elevation gain. Those lights way off in the distance are where I started, I think. That's Verbier. Just found another bridge. This one's huge. Oh, if I need it. I don't even know what the hell it is though. You can't even see the end of this thing. This is ridiculous. This thing is huge. I can't even see the ground. Yeah, you cannot see the ground. This headlamp does not like being on high. See, this would be nice to be able to see in real life, like in the daylight, but at the same time, I still don't really want to see the mountain I'm about to go up. This is terrifying. I really don't know about this. I don't have another option because I can't get back up the way I just came down. That thing, I mean, I could, but like, I'd honestly probably call a helicopter first. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I am very alone. I have a Garmin inReach, but Garmin inReaches don't do a whole lot when you're, 60 feet in a crevasse. So that wall that I just came down that was sketchy, and it kind of occurred to me that it's probably about the same slope as the mountain that I have to climb, which is a bummer, because if that's the case, this is never going to become a video. Because the whole deal with this is that, I'm not really approaching this from the standard way. Like, the typical method for this is to go up from St. Bernard Pass, and it winds up being 12 miles in total, and like 8,000 feet elevation gain, I think. What I'm doing is 24 miles total, and almost 13,000 feet elevation, but a little less, I think. But the reason that I'm doing it that way is just because, like, you can get to it from, like, I just think it'd be cool to connect Verbier to St. Bernard Pass and then take the bus back, because I'm not, taking the same way back that I came. You might want to remove the rubber tip. That could be useful. All right. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is the glacier. Holy David, oh my god. Oh, alright, I'm putting away the camera. Update. Still on the glacier. This part is a little more sketchy. These cracks are much deeper. You can hear it. But I'm pretty much on track. Just a little bit to the hooker's left. And I was wondering why the track goes so far hooker's right. It's because that's like a Game of Thrones style ice wall, I think. So that's probably why it wants me to go over there, get onto dirt. So I'll let you know if I fall in one, but I don't think the narrative is going to be that thick. I think I can see them, but man, there are a lot of them. I'm literally dancing with the very thing I fear the most outside of mountain lions. Like, look at this crack. Like, I know it goes under here. Oh, that's the peak. Oh geez, that's the peak. All the people in the videos online make rock climbing with crampons look so nice. Oh, which is fair because, you know, they have the proper equipment, which is like mountaineering boots. Those things are $400. But I will say, I feel this is like how I imagine rock climbing in high heels would feel, because this is really messed up. Hokas with crampons on rock is not the move. This is what I came for. I see that peak every day from Verbier, and it is like taunting. 3.9 miles to the summit. 3.9 miles. That's 0.8 miles more than a 5K. Your mom can do a 5K. Let's get this. This has to be like the mountaineering equivalent of drinking and driving. Eating a sandwich. Holding my ice axe with my pinky. Filming in the other hand. With Hokas on my crampons. Whew. Making progress though. I'm trying to choke down this last bit of bread. It really does not want to go down. It is not great. Holy look at this. Look at this. Wow. And that's it. That's what we're going up. In an ideal world, that cloud is gone in about 2.5 hours, and we're up there looking around, observing the landscape. But like, look at this. Look at what we just crossed. Like, we came, you can't even see it, way over there. Back, you gotta go like all the way over though, and down, what, 8,000 feet or so, and then you would be at the town that I started in. And then you climb up that ridge, across here, and then across this whole, I don't really know if this is doing a great job, but like over there, it's an itty bitty headlamp. Like, that is a large glacier. That is almost that's probably a mile. It was a mile just to get across it, like width wise. And I'm still on it, but it looks a little different than it did over there. Now we're actually about a mountaineer. Like, this is cool. This is what we're here for. Everyone always says your life will come down to just a few decisions. Trying to make the right ones on this so my life doesn't come down to just these decisions. Woo! This is insane. White snow. No, no, no. I refuse. The sky's changed colors quite a bit. Oh. Look at that. This is so cool. I just trusted white snow. That was stupid. I literally just slammed my ice axe into the other side and just got as much of my upper body on the other side as I could. That was sketchy. We're good though. There's either a boot pack or a crack. And they mean very different things. So I'm really hoping for boot pack. I think it looks a little like a boot pack, but at the same time, the scale of these mountains is incomprehensible. So right. You can see the route up the glacier. Essentially, you have to go up this, and then you cross all the way over, and then you scale that. Okay. There's a little bit of ice climbing there. It looks like, which is great. Oh wow, that's a look. Which is great because I am an expert ice climber. I have done it many times in, Nepal, South America, you name it, really. Just a pro ice climber, so it should be pretty good, Can't imagine it going anything but smoothly, really. Looking forward to it. It's actually something I'm looking forward to the most out of this. I've actually never in my life held two ice picks at the same time, so it's gonna be a fun one. Alright, we are about probably a quarter mile from the split point. And the split point is just the spot where I have to go back. I don't like this. Oh god. It's not like that. That's a crack knot. Okay, yeah, so once again, but I'll try and show you the route. So you go up this, alright? Then you go across, you go in between this gap right here. And then you go up and you hit the summit. Swiss people are nuts. That is so crazy. I'm gonna get a shot, but it's not gonna be a very heroic story if I fail. The kid came out in t-shirt, shorts, had an ice axe that was meant for ski touring. What do you expect, right? Not a great headline. And now you can kind of see a little better. I think it, oh my god, dude. I think it wants us to go up this chute. Because there's this chute, and there's this. It's more like a face. Let's just go up the face. I literally do not know what to do. I almost in that cross. I thought that was a boot pack. You can't tell which is which. So that's so scary. I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue. I cannot determine what is safe. I don't know if I'll be attempting that mountain. this doesn't like harden up severely between now and then, because I will die. This is so stressful. After that, completely change the tone, because I have at least one more mile on a glacier. There are no tracks. There are no tracks on this freaking glacier because it rained last night. So I don't know what's a track and what's a crack. There's a Y up here where you either go up the mountain or that way towards St. Bernard, and I'm hoping that because that's like the more common path, that there will be like established tracks there. That is about a third of a mile. But like I'm moving really slow. Like I won't even move right now. I'm staying still while I have the camera out because it's that dangerous. This is like crazy. All right, I'm at the decision point. There are no tracks, so I'm on my own either way. It is 1/2 of a mile to get over to there. Okay, it is 1 mile to the summit exactly. The sun is right there. It's just behind there. You can see the shadow creeping up. Alright, here's what I decided. It's 8 a.m. It's 7:55. It's 8 a.m. I said by 9 I would be turning around. And I think that this snow will still be safe enough to traverse at this altitude because it only gets higher. And then on the other side, up here, it's sun shaded, so we're good on the other side. Other side meaning here. So what I'm thinking is go up as fast as I can, as far as I can, in the next hour. I'm not really equipped for this. Also, if I find anything sketchy between here and that gray wall, I am out of here so fast. All right, let's go. I've been going really no time. This is I don't want to cross it. This is a crack. I don't know what's underneath. There's so much like runoff here that I've done this exact thing. Last year I did this exact thing. I tried to cross something that looked just like this on Gannett, and my whole right side fell into it. I just got lucky. I didn't go deeper. Yeah, I don't think we're going up that. 2,000 feet below the summit, almost a full mile below the summit, like less than a full mile, but man, that's so frustrating. I mean, even with the right gear, I just wouldn't do this alone. I don't know if it's just me. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like glacial. Maybe I need a glacial crossing course or something. I've never experienced the deception that this glacier has given me. This is like, it's terrifying. It's a very dangerous place. And I still have to get all the way to that saddle. So it's not like I'm off the hook yet. Yeah, this weather's kind of filling in as well. Well, here marks the spot. The lap time. 8 hours, 6 minutes. How many miles? Gotten 16 miles and 9,367 feet of ascent. I mean, at least I'm gonna get to connect Verbier to St. Bernard Pass, but like, I really had my heart set on this one. I know it's the right decision because, like, obviously I'm probably like 4 steps from putting myself on accident, but like, still, it's a tough decision to make. especially when you're, you know, however many miles in, and you're like, well, if I wanted to be back into this position, I have to go through everything I just did again, just to turn around 2,000 feet from the summit. Really does happen. This mountain will live to taunt me another day. This time I'll follow through and post this video, because a lot of the times I don't, because I'm like, man, that sucks. I didn't even get to the top. And, you know, most of the time it's for other reasons. Like, a lot of the time it's just like not being prepared, which obviously I'm not super prepared, but like my biggest lack of preparation is not having another person with me, and like not knowing how to deal with that terrain, to be honest. I'm gonna have to call a guiding company after this and figure out what the scoop is with this glacier, because it really just seems like it wants to kill me. I was so confused because my watch was like, you still have 700 feet more of elevation to go. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm at eye level with this. That's where I have to go. What? That's on me, if I'm being honest. I mean, everything's on me, but, Should've looked a bit closer on the map. I really hope it looks more intimidating than it is, because from here it looks relatively impossible. Dude, what the hell have I done? Oh my god. Challenge here is figuring out how to transition from the snow to the glacier without getting caught in the moat / crevasse between the two. It seems like a really small problem, but like realistically something like this can turn you around, right? Which like is insane. And for me, I just need to get into that valley. That's St. Bernard Pass right there. So like that ended up going a lot smoother than I expected. I realized surface area was my problem, so army crawl was my solution. I army crawled over a thin bridge, and that worked out fine. So that's great. Now I gotta figure out how the hell to get up this thing. This is a significantly bigger danger than I realized, because this does nothing. So if my ice spikes fail, if my crampons fail, I am flying down that. So I'm gonna try and video that. Thank God we did not go to the summit. It's all just an ice slab, and it wants to go together. That was a real challenge. I was very slow and cautious on that, but man, that was sketchy. Alright, we're at the ridge, about to get hit by a bunch of wind. This is absurd. Oh, jeez. I really got to do a better job vetting these routes next time. I decided to take a moment, have some snacks, watch the weather. Oh crap, the weather. Uh-oh. Alright, I found the trail back down. This is great. I just need to make it to that hut. Everything's okay. It is windy. Definitely colder than 32 degrees. And that's for damn sure. Well, maybe I am cold actually, but a little bit. Just happy to be alive still. But you know, the job is not done. This thing is a landslide waiting to happen. So, like nothing here. I will say this: the Sitka rain jacket is doing great as a windbreaker, and then I have a Black Diamond light thermal layer on underneath. And honestly, those 2 layers, those are doing me wonders. It's actually impressive how little you really have to layer up for this. And it's not like I've been moving a lot. Like, heart rate's been pretty low for the last hour, just trying to solve these problems. There's a cabin. Why? Like, why? You know? I get sick that it's there, and like, I appreciate it. But like, how? There's so many questions. That's a really cool glacier. I just stopped in at the cabin. She had some pastries and stuff, but I don't have any cash, so we are on our way down. Okay, my bus leaves at 11:46, so I gotta be there by 11:46, and it is currently 11:17. I have 1 mile left, so definitely gonna make it, but well, to the end of the trail. I don't know how much further the train station is from there, bus station, but I recognized that that's when my bus was gonna leave at, well, when there was 50 minutes left. I had 3.25 miles left, so we're doing pretty good. We can make 3.25 miles fit into 50 minutes. I mean, it's kind of expected at this point. Like, it's all downhill, but still, happy I feel good still.